Jaxn, what's happening? So I was listening to the radio this morning. Shout out to my homegirl, Jazzy McBee, for bringing this up. But she was talking about whether or not women today are choosing bad guys over all the good guys. Age-old topic. But I think she had watched a video in which the person talking was like, yeah, women...
First things first, the most important decision a woman will ever make in her life is the type of father she picks for her children. Okay? That's the most important decision she will ever make. And if she expects to live a life without complaining about being a single mother and, life being so hard, she has to decide to be involved with a man who has family values, structure, and discipline. And that's not a criminal or the local drug dealer.
Today are just immature, therefore they can't handle a man who's thinking for the future and wants to be responsible with his money. They're not attracted to that because they got daddy issues, etc., etc. Well, me personally, I believe there's much less of an epidemic of women choosing bad guys over quote-unquote good guys, and much more of an epidemic of self-proclaimed good guys qualifying themselves as good because of things that have absolutely nothing to do with the health and the quality of a relationship. Not only that, they feel entitled to every woman that they take interest in because they are self-proclaimed good, and they hate on other guys and they judge other guys who get the attention that they want out of jealousy, usually by things that have absolutely nothing to do with a person's character.
Now, look, you're not entitled just because you have a stable career, you have, a nice house, everything is going good for you as a dude. You're not entitled to no woman. You're really not. And those things don't make you a good man. It's like, it's more to it than that. In all actuality, it's based on your character, your values. I mean, the things that you hold dear to you, the structure you had growing up. So I'll give Derrick Jaxn credit on that, but he's going to drift off and carry this narrative as if when you speak out against the dysfunction of Black America, or if you explain why there are Black children growing up performing poorly in school, or Black children growing up in dysfunctional families, he's going to basically try to make the narrative or the argument that you're somehow jealous because Pookie got Bonquisha and you always wanted to get Bonquisha. This is how he's trying to switch the narrative. Instead of focusing on these women pick the worst fathers for their children, the worst men to be with, and then complain about there not being enough good men to go around after they've been making the worst choices in men their entire lives. Now watch what he does with this.
Just strictly going by circumstance. Now, that's not to say there isn't a such thing as the ratchet woman, the gold digger, the scammer, the city girl, whatever type of toxic woman that's...
Who's having the most of the babies in Black America right now? The educated Black people or the uneducated Black people? Okay? Again, who's having most of the babies right now? Educated Black folks or the uneducated Black folks? That's who we're primarily focused on, Derrick Jaxn. That's who's having most of the babies. And those ratchet, dysfunctional Black women are passing on those traits to their children. He wants you to think that those dysfunctional ratchet chicks are a small minority and you shouldn't even discuss them. But when those are the broads having the most kids in Black America. You don't have more educated Black women having the most babies, or more babies than the uneducated Black women. So you have more uneducated Black women having most of the babies, and when you have dumb mothers, you have dumb children with low IQs.
Attracted to toxicity because that's what she herself has, and that's only the kind of guy that she's used to or could even attract. Cool, I know those exist, but for a second, let's speak to the majority of women, from the plain Janes to the flyest, the sexiest, the highest achieving women in the world. We can all agree that the common denominator is that most women want a man who makes them feel protected, safe, comfortable, and secure, right?
Okay, then you don't pick the local drug dealer that is going to end up in jail eventually because he end up either dead or in jail. You don't pick the local gang member. What type of fathers have these Black women have been picking for the past 30 years for their children? If these broads want all those traits, wouldn't you get with a man that's not the local drug dealer? Not the fucking not the fucking drive-by shooter? I mean, I'm serious.
Well, how is a woman supposed to feel secure with you as a man if you ain't secure with yourself enough to not be looking at the next man and hating on him because he's getting attention that you're not getting? Like,
he wants to trivialize this down to attention and not to the point to where Black America is dysfunctional because of a lack of fathers with good character to raise the kids. Go to Baltimore, go to Chicago, go to New Jersey, where you got inner city black kids growing up right now. He wants to basically trivialize this down to jealousy. Jealousy. So it's like whenever you give a solution or a reason for why there's dysfunction in Black America and why these children are growing up dysfunctional, these clowns right here, they want to distract you from the true situation and say, hey, it's because these guys are jealous. Why would I be jealous of these fucking losers that are basically not teaching their own children how to go out here and be competitive in life? Go out here, read and write, do math, and make something out yourself. But this is how these guys want to avoid addressing the mother's responsibility to pick a decent father for their children. You know how many black folks are listening to this guy who don't even know who their father is? I mean, it's like, you got to understand that unless you tackle the type of men these mothers are picking to get pregnant by, you're going to continue to have black folks growing up not knowing who their father is or having a father that's a fucking loser. But he wants you to think that it's jealousy when you speak out against the dysfunctional parents that are raising the next generation or cohort of black kids. Why can't it just be, I'm giving you a fucking solution. I'm telling you what the fuck the problem is.
Of becoming the guy that made a woman feel safe and secure, you thought your Morehouse degree in at least 2016 Infinity and the concierge at the front desk was going to impress women, but whenever it didn't, you got salty and you started pointing fingers at everybody else. Yeah, another man that's getting all the girls may dress different from you. He may have neck tattoos. You know, in his youth, he may have made certain decisions where he had to choose between survival or breaking the law, so now he got...
Yep, and now he can't take care of his kid that he has with this dysfunctional broad. And now, when that broad is upset, she uses his fucking felony and dysfunction for why the family can't progress. So listen, you can try to give excuses for this loser. The bottom line is, when a black woman picks that man, she has to live with those choices. She can't get tired in the fourth quarter on third and goal line and be like, oh no, Blackistan's all fucked up. These guys got felonies. These guys got this. No, you knew who you were getting with. You were getting with the local drug dealer, you bitch. And now he fucked up. He can't fucking step outside his neighborhood to make a fucking honest living, and you gotta fucking struggle. Again, a woman's standard of living is based on the type of father she picks for her kid, man. The way these black chicks are living their lives is tied to the type of children they raise, plus the type of father they pick for their kids. Now he's saying that you're jealous because some two-time felon, some local drug dealer is getting the attention of some ran-through pussy delusional bitch, black broad. He's telling you that you're jealous of that. When he don't even understand, you're telling these fools why black America has dysfunctional children being raised in these major cities. Baltimore, New Jersey, Chicago, Detroit. Because mothers are picking the worst fathers for their children and then not reading and writing and doing basic math. No, you're just jealous of Pookie because he gets bonquisha.
Felonies or some kind of record, but that don't make him a bad guy. Oftentimes, yeah, those guys do end up wasting a woman's time, but let's be real. Most of y'all ain't mad because you would have treated that woman right and she chose somebody who wasted her time.
Dude, understand this. Look, The type of black chicks you're describing that fuck with that kind of guy are not compatible with your fucking Morehouse type of decent type of black dude. They're not compatible. Bonquisha is not compatible with Carlton Banks. Or even a blue-collar black dude who's focused on his fucking trade. Because that ignorant ghetto chicken head mentality is just not cool after. So it's just not cool to be fucking around with. So to make it seem like those broads are compatible with decent black dudes is an illusion.
Bad because she ain't choose you to waste her time. And in the same way that those outside things don't make him a bad guy, you having a little money, you coming from a 2-parent household, that don't make you a good.
Hey, listen, when you hear these black chicks complaining about black men ain't shit, who are they picking to get pregnant by? What kind of men are they really speaking about? They're not talking about your black carpenter, your black electrician, your black lawyer, your black doctor. No, they're talking about your local drug dealer. They're talking about your local gang member, the loser that they picked. These chicks are not talking about men that came from a stable family and that basically had a plan and a direction for them. But he wants you to think that you just got to be jealous because Bonquisha chose Pookie over you.
Matter of fact, let's speak on it for a second. And ladies, I want to hear straight from y'all, because y'all the ones that got the experience. Don't take it from me. No social media memes, no social media videos, no perception, strictly from firsthand experience. Tell me if what I'm about to say is either facts or foolishness. More times than not.
Hey, this guy alone, he was raised by his single mom. I don't even think he knows who his dad is. So why ain't he talking about that? What kind of man did your mom pick, you motherfucker? You motherfucker. What kind of father did your mom pick for you? Since you said you were raised by your mom and your aunts. You can tell this motherfucker's feminine. What kind of father did you have, motherfucker? I hate these kind of stupid ass black guys. He is a product of what of what I'm talking about. This guy is a fucking product of what I'm talking about. His mom was a fucking one-night stand casual sex fling because she picked some fucking more than likely loser that she thought was a tall, athletic. And look, don't get it wrong, because I'm tall, I'm athletic too. But see, the chick gotta go for more than just that. But I can tell you how his mom probably got fucked in the back of a car somewhere and left to be fucking forgotten. And then his dumb ass Derrick Jaxn came out, and he's telling you that you're jealous because Pookie got a whore like his mom pregnant. When you're just telling him how he became a fucking bastard and why his dad just left him and his fucking mom stranded. You dumb motherfucker. I hate these motherfuckers.
Hey, when a guy got a little money, it translates negatively into dating and relationships because he feels like he's the prize. So therefore, a woman should have to prove to him why she's worthy for a real date. In a relationship, she can't ask him to help out with the dishes or to help around the house. Why? Because he got money. And she should be happy doing her part, even if she's also working and chasing her dreams just like him. She's not allowed to get a little burnt out and ask for a little help from him. Or whenever she asks to spend real time and go on a quality date every now and then, he gets offended because she's supposed to feel honored to have her needs ignored because he's on his grind and he's building a business. And one day he's going to be a mogul. He's going to make a lot of money and that's just going to fix everything. Or he stalls her out for years on end instead of moving the relationship into marriage. Why? Because deep down he feels like he can replace her at any moment because there's so many women out here.
You can tell this guy was raised by women. You can just tell. I mean, like, he just got that feminine look in his eyes and his face. He's just a feminine type of oh, God.
Looking to get saved, and she's never going to find another him, a guy who has a little bit of money and doesn't have any felonies. Y'all let me know, ladies, especially y'all, from firsthand experience, if I'm speaking facts or if I'm speaking foolishness. Because if I'm speaking facts, then the truth is, it's a lot more problematic, this whole narrative of the good guy as opposed to all the bad guys who dress a certain way and talk a certain way, than it is when...
No, we're talking about the thousands of bastard babies in black America who don't know who their father is, you dumb motherfucker. What kind of guys were they? Okay, what kind of guys fathered those kids, you dumb motherfucker? Were they black lawyers, black doctors? No, they were losers and drug dealers. That's what the fucking issue is.
Choosing. No, women ain't looking over you because they got bad taste. When women aren't repulsed by your wholesome qualities of being a good man in your eyes, they're repulsed by your insecurity, your entitlement, and your ego. Let's fix that in today's men, and then we can revisit this conversation.
Like I said, you're not entitled to no chick just because you got, nice stuff, all that bullshit. Nah, man, you're not. And honestly, you got to get in where you fit in. If you ain't able to pull hot chicks, you may have to settle for mediocre chicks. That's just the way it is. I'm just pissed off because this guy, he completely just wants to ignore the part when it comes to these broads complaining about the type of men they've been with. And instead of acknowledging that, he wants you to think, he wants to paint the narrative that you're jealous because you're pointing out the reasons why Black America is behind the 8 ball, the reason why Black children are being raised in dysfunctional homes. And when you say because the caliber of the fathers that these women pick, you're jealous. I mean, how can you be jealous of a fucking parolee? I'm serious. How can you be jealous of a fucking drug dealer, pimp? I mean, seriously, how? And how would you be compatible with the same woman that he is fucking with? Listen, after a black chick embraces that hood, hip-hop aggressive culture, because the hip-hop culture was only for men. It was only for men. But once the women, you know how women are, there's not enough girls in hip-hop, blah, blah, they were saying that shit. They were saying that shit all throughout the 90s. It's not enough women in hip-hop, not enough women in hip-hop. Hip-hop is male-dominated. But hip-hop was never for fucking females. It was only for the males. But ever since these black bras decided to take on this hip-hop, that mentality, it's like they're not compatible with your forward-thinking, productive, black dude who's focusing on the trade. So for him to make this argument that these black dudes are jealous who are speaking out against it is crazy, because they're not compatible. They're not. You can't take a bitch that's ghetto from the hood with that mentality and expect her to have chemistry with a black dude that's going to school for electrical work. I'm talking about outside of sex. I'm talking about some long-term shit. So don't fall for his fucking narrative that, hey, you automatically got to be jealous because you're speaking out against the way these delusional broads pick the father for their kids, raise dysfunctional kids, and then blame all black men when shit goes wrong. All right? And if you call her crazy for that and you speak out against her for that, you're jealous because Pookie got her and you didn't.
But those are just my thoughts. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I'll let y'all later. Peace.
All right, that's it, dude. And hey, like I said, you're not entitled to no broad. Don't think that. So he does got a point. He does got a point there. But this other shit, this dude is total. He's female-like, man. I gotta go.
Y'all remember me? Only wish to breed, I explode into a million seeds. Y'all remember me? Legendary, live eternally. Bury me in pieces cause they fear reincarnation. Niggas screaming peace cause they fear when my squad face them. Take them to places face to face, then erase them and break them. Murder motherfuckers at a rate and the quickening pace. Blast me, but never ask me to live a lie. Am I wrong? Cause I wanna get it on till I die. Now I'm worldwide. Niggas gossip like girls. girls, they hide. No offense to Nas, but this whole fucking world is mine. Even if you blind, you can still see my prophecy. My destiny to overthrow those on top of me. Feeling for currency, the money be calling. Can you feel me? Dreaming, seeing scenes of me ballin'. Bitch made niggas in that bullshit you going through. Outlaws bustin' while we rushin', untouchable. Fuck you niggas in that bullshit you going through. We outlaws rushin' you, bustin' you, untouchable. And my bone, cause I wanna get it on. After the fire comes the rain, after the pleasure there's pain. Even though we broke for the moment, we'll be ballin' the game. Tell them, yo, my military, be prepared for the bustin'. Similar to bitches that scary, get too near me. We rushin' visions of overpacked prisons. Millions of niggas thug living, precious. 3 strikes, I hope they don't test us. At polar heater, ammunition, and crates. Shh, move without a sound as we slide down. Pistols in place, I'm sensing niggas is defenseless. I'm hitting fences and getting ghosts. Who can prevent me shooting senses at these niggas' throats? Bitch made niggas in that bullshit you going through. Outlaws bustin' while we rushin', untouchable. Fuck you niggas in that bullshit you going through. We outlaws rushin' you, bustin' you, untouchable. Stay tuned, cause I wanna get it on till I die. In my bone, cause I wanna get it on till I die. Get it on.